Well done. Hey guys, this is Zunyi. Very glad to meet you. Today I'm going to talk about the SRS Software Requirement Specification Report for Group PG3. And due to the limitation of accessing rooms and facilities in the campus, I have to do my presentation from my laptop. Sorry for that. Hopefully you will know much better of our group's requirement spec of this project after my presentation. So let's go to the review. This review will follow the instructions of task description. There are four main sections: organization and the completeness of our report, the correctness, the traceability, and some special issues. So let's go to the first part. Overall, the report is written consistently. Each report has very detailed description, rationale, and the performance requirement with a priority listed from high to low. Even though there are few cross-references mentioned in this report, all of them are referred correctly. However, the testing tools are not mentioned in the report, so actually our group didn't consider the testing procedure as an essential criteria of this project. Furthermore, we didn't consider alternate paths for potential issues, like for instance system failure. And we listed two further user needs that are not mentioned by the customer. That is, a discussion forum for employees and a management panel for managers. Let's move on to the correctness. As I can see, all the specifications are required with no conflicts. The requirements are consistently and clearly, with descriptions and the reasons behind each of the requirements. They are easy to be verified with testing, demonstration, review, and analysis. Well, so most of the content are correct, with very few grammatic errors. However, in the report, we didn't consider the security issue in the whole system, and actually it is very essential and the realistic part in the real world. So I think we need to add this part as soon as possible in the next version of our group report. So for the traceability, all the requirements are identified correctly and are traceable to a very high level. But we didn't have an adequate dependencies among requirements. That is, for instance, if an employee wants to see his or her customized web pages, his information has to be added correctly by the admin in advance. And they are belonging to different requirements. We need to build connections or dependencies between these two requirements. And that will be easier for the reader to understand better to the requirements. So for the last part, special issues, I think all the requirements we listed are realistic, very detailed, with standards, and each of them reached its a minimum performance requirements. Still, we didn't consider a very essential part. That is, we didn't consider the evaluation of the timing criteria, and there's no time functions mentioned in our report. That is to say, actually we didn't include any kind of due date for each of our stages of our requirements. And without a good scheduling or planning of the whole project, we can't complete the project before the due date. So we need to modify this later. Thank you, that's all my presentation today. Hope you will have better understanding of the pros and cons of our group's SRS report after my presentation. See you in the next time.